All right, folks, we're out here. We're test flying the new firmware on the Autel EVO 2 Pro. We got, of course, the app updated for iOS. I'm going to put all those numbers down below or in the show notes someplace. I don't remember all the numbers here, but they will be placed on the screen. Okay, so we're doing a screen recording here. We're using the iPad Mini 5 as our kind of, screen device and run the app off of there. So, right here at the field. It's kind of an overcast day here, but looks like we have, pretty good signal strength over there on the left. Good, strength connection to our, controller for the drones. Everything looks good. 90% battery life. So let's go over here to our settings here. Didn't mean to do that. That's not what I wanted to do. We're going to go over to our settings. Which, did they change here? Why is that? Something changed already. Look, there is the settings aren't where they used to be. That button used to be settings. Now it's showing you previous recordings or so and so. Okay, let's go down to the bottom here and see if our settings are down here. That's a little bit of a change, folks. So I wasn't ready for that. So looks like we're in movie mode here, so we're going to stay on 4K 30 because we want to try some of the zoom out. The zoom probably won't work in 5K or the higher frame rates. So MPEG 4, I'm an Apple guy, so we're going to change that to dot movie, auto. We're going to kind of go Dr. Auto a lot of things here because we're just trying to make a sample video here. Didn't want to do that either here. So okay, we've looks like everything's sort of where we want it here. We're kind of said we're auto and everything, but that's fine because it's a test video here. We're just going to test the flying function, so better to have stuff on auto. So okay, let's go up here to this button here and start our recording here.
Start recording.
Okay, and now we're going to take off using the takeoff button on the controller here. So let's go.
The home point has been reset.
Okay, we got a kind of a good hover there. You can see all the obstacle avoidance rings on the screen there. We have obstacle avoidance in almost every direction here. The drone is at a steady hover here. So let's slowly go up here. Let it see, let it know where it's at here, so we can get a good return to home. As I said before, it's kind of an overcast, kind of winter's day here. It's that time of year. It's almost winter here at the Jersey Shore, and the horizon looks like it's slightly tilted here. But I'm not really going to stop and do a gimbal thing today because again, we're not testing that right now. Maybe we will if we have time. But let's look up here. Let's see. Let's get rid of that stuff here. All right, we got rid of some of those parameters here. The one thing I didn't want. Let's go into settings here, and we did an update here. So let's see here. Speed mode standard, that's fine. Altitude limit, distance limit. Let's see here. Visual navigation. I just want to check to make sure everything still looks good here. Back to flight control again. Return to home altitude 399. Okay, kind of everything looks good in our kind of safety features here. So let's look at channel here. Okay, we're just going to go back to the screen here. Okay, so one of the things we want to try out here is they said they improved the zoom on here. We have up to 16x digital zoom now on here, which I guess that sort of rivals the new Mavic 3 here, which has that incredible zoom here. So Autel's not gonna let themselves be outdone here by the Mavic 3, I guess. So we're going to test that out here, and we're just kind of hovering here. She's hovering real good. The update did not affect anything, to the bad here. Sometimes you gotta watch these updates. They cause, they break things that. They break more things than they fix. But anyhow, so we're looking down at the Margate Fishing Pier here today. And, okay, let's kind of go out over the ocean here. And let's see here. I'm 100 feet up, through 344 feet away. So let's go up just a little bit higher here. Okay, we're up to about almost 150. All right, so let's take a look down at that pier there and see what we could do with our zoom here. I'm going to access the zoom from the screen here. Okay, so we're of course at 1x zoom right now. There's 2. Let me readjust here on the gimbal. There's 2x zoom. There's 3. There's 4. There's 5. Let's center that a little bit. There's 6. There's 7. There's 8. Okay, we go, there is no 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We go all the way to 16. Okay, that's 16x zoom. So just like the Mavic 3 all the way zoomed in. I mean, it's good for kind of, exploring, search and rescue, that type of deal, but not really good for, getting good clear shots. I see a whole bunch of people, I think, standing under the Margate fishing pier. Let's see if we can see what they're doing using this kind of explorer feature. Yeah, there's a bunch of people walking around down there. I wonder if anything's going on. Again, we look awful blurry there, but let's go back to that 8 and see how the 8 looks. The 8 doesn't look too bad. I mean, it's still not good, but not too bad. I think it may be somebody surfing there. Okay, but let's go down to that 7. 7, you're getting a little bit better here, but it's still not really workable. 6, it's still too, it's just like a zoom in, search and rescue. You really wouldn't do anything with it. 5, 5 still, better, but still wouldn't really want to coordinate video with that. 4 is much better. You can see Atlantic City, up there, and it doesn't look too bad. 3 is somewhat workable, and we're dealing with bad low light here, kind of hazy. Let's go to 3. 3 is definitely much clearer, and then of course, and 2 2 is really good. So I'm going to say I'll go back to 3 here. 3 is good. It gets you kind of tight. And 4, 4 is where it starts to break up a little bit here. Certainly, somewhat doable. So, but yeah, the 16. I'll go back to the 16x. It definitely, is just basically for exploring around, search and rescue. You really won't want to do anything with it per se. It's funny flying in it because you're so zoomed in. Like I'm flying along here. I'm flying right up the house. The drone's not that close to this house in construction, but just see how close it looks using this super duper zoom here. I can't. I'm so close and I can't even find the house now. I'm still not even close to it with the X. Let me go down to something like the 5. And the 5 doesn't look that bad. I mean, I was looking at at the pier of the water is misty, but look, that's one of the houses they're working on there. See the men up on the roof there? That's a 5X. Let's get a little tighter on them with the 6. Yeah, now they don't look so good on the 6. Let's go all the way into the 16. Look how fast the gimbal is. Yeah, I mean you could almost see what they're doing there, or whatever. Not with any detail, but you're really close with that 6. I mean the 8 is backs you out. The 8 and looks a little clear. Let's see some of these other houses here. It's another house, even a bigger house they're working on. Here it is. Let me back down to 6 here. Okay, here we go. Here's like a double house. See the men working between the houses there? There's somebody sweeping up front there. Yeah, so these zooms, you know, are good for this type of thing to, you know, maybe check on, you know, work being done on houses, kind of inspections and so on. Let's go back to that, that 16. Yeah, so I mean, you can see what people are doing. I mean, again, no, these pictures would be, you know, if you took pictures, it'd be blurry. Let's see what it does look. I wonder if you could do this. I'm doing a video. Let's stop the video and doing the picture. So, okay, before I get off of here, the big change here is it used to be, I think it used to just go up to 8x zoom. So all they did was add 16, and they didn't have anything in between. They went right from, you know, they doubled the 8 to 16. So that's the difference here with the firmware update. We had 8 stops to zoom before. Now we have 9 because they added the, you know, the 16. So okay, let's stop it here. Stop the video recording.
Stop recording.
And let's switch it over to photo mode. And let's go back into the zoom feature here. And let's go like 5 first. Okay, there we go. Now there's a 5x. You know, which doesn't look that bad. Let's take a picture. Okay, we took a photo. Let's go back in, and now let's take it up like the 8x zoom. And the photo is probably going to be better than video. So this would probably be even more useful for a photo mode. So let's take a photo at 8. And then let's go crazy here and go back to 16. Take a photo. Yes, I don't really know how much 16x, again, if you were doing some kind of, you know, exploring and stuff like that, I could see it being of some value. But otherwise, you know, for pictures and so on, outside of like what I'm doing here, some kind of inspection thing, I don't know. Okay, so let's exit that. Get back to 1x zoom here. You know, even 2x zoom looks real nice if you want to get a little bit, you know, tighter shot here. You know, so. But let's go back to 1x. Okay, now let's take a look at that, the panoramic mode. So how you access that stuff is you go up to see on the top left-hand corner, you see the manual flight, it's highlighted in blue. You want to go down there, and you see panoramic is the second option, top row, second from the left. We go into Pano mode. And before, you know, we only had the option to shoot panos. I'm on the wrong thing here. We had sorry folks, it's a little chilly out here. We only had the option to have this in the you know, automatic aperture mode. We could not adjust the aperture ourselves. So this update promises that we can. Hey, look, we fixed the. We flew around enough. The horizon looks like it's straightened out on us. So that's a good thing. Yeah, usually, I mean, this has a crooked horizon, somewhat, and you can usually fix it by doing the you know, all your gimbal calibrations. But it doesn't seem to stick to the next flight. You know, next time you fly, you have to you know, do it all over again. But you at least, you know, if you don't do anything at all, usually fix itself at some point during the flight. Usually, you know, if you fly around kind of, I hate to say fast, around the fastest makes any difference, but if you what do you call it, yaw back and forth a couple times, it usually fixes itself. Okay, so let's see what's underneath here. Okay, that's okay. They've changed that button, so I don't want to go there anymore. Okay, let's just go with a landscape panorama here, which I think it, you know, it does the stitches it for you. 2 of these, it didn't stitch it for you all the way. But okay, let's go to the manual settings here, and let's go over to where we can find the exposure mode. Let's aperture. Let's change exposure mode to. We'll just go to aperture priority, and then it'll set the shutter for me. Okay, so okay, now we're on aperture priority. So now I should be able to change the aperture. Most of these drones, like this one in particular, like the sharpest aperture is somewhere between the f4 and the f5. So let's go f4.5. So that in theory, it does look a little sharper. The screen here already, you know, gives us a sharper image. So let's hit the go button now. I think it's going to do this, you know, all automated for us here. All right, go. Please ensure that your shooting scene and field of view is wide. I guess I'm not wide enough. We'll back to drone up a little bit. We'll kind of do a droney out here. Maybe this is the perfect. Get some beach underneath of us here, or some actually had beach over us is water. All right, so now you can see the waves crash on the shore. So now let's see if we've gone wide enough to do this. Maybe I have to get rid of that menu. Okay, please ensure that the shooting scene and field is wide. Okay, I don't understand why that's not wide enough. Okay, there it goes. I just had to, I guess as long as that was saying that in the screen, I couldn't do it. I had to tap another place on the screen. You can hear it taking the photos now. You can see, even though we have all these clouds, you can see a little color on the horizon. There's a little sun towards the west there. All right, so it's telling us at the top, it's shooting progress 5 of 12, 6 of 12. So we're just taking just a generic landscape panorama here. So, but it is nice that we can now change our aperture on that. So again, you can see it did make it look a little sharper there. So all good. Thank you, good folks at Autel, for adding that feature on there. So you know, we're hearing a lot about the EVO 2 now, that a lot of people are doing the comparisons tests. They compare it to the Mavic 3 to see which one has, you know, better zoom and also better low light capacity. And in most of the tests, the Mavic 3 kind of holds up pretty good against the new kid on the block there, the DJI Mavic 3. So you know, I'm not quite ready to do a comparison video to tell you which one. I don't even tell you which one's better. Do a comparison video. I do a comparison video. I'll let you decide for yourself what you think is the better drone. I try not to, you know, put my own personal opinion into the equation, as, you know, hopefully as little as possible on these type things here. So, all right, we have to wait. Okay, there we go. All done, stitched successfully. So we will put that, of course, in the video at the end here. So, okay, that was the two big things I think that were added. There was stuff added for the Enterprise and was it RTK versions of the drone, which of course I do not have. I have these, you know, the EVO 2 Pro. You know, there's you know, many different versions of the EVO 2. There's a standard 8K one. This is the Pro 6K model, which they call it 6K because they round off, but it's really like about 5.4K, about the same dimensions as the actually the Air 2S, really. So anyhow, let's get out of panorama mode here. And it doesn't look like any of the modes changed. It looks the same stuff we've had there before, so we're going to go out of that right now. And let's just kind of turn the drone around here, because I don't think there's the sunset would be back this direction, but there is no sunset tonight. So sorry for all that fast yawing here. I didn't get out of panorama mode yet. I want to get back in the manual flight. Boom. We're a learning center. We don't want to see it. Okay. So all right, let's kind of just run this guy down here, and let's, you know, I think I have my button set, but I never know. I change I get all my function buttons set up, then an update comes along, and it takes them away. So let's just go back to ludicrous mode here. Now, ludicrous, you go faster, but of course you don't have your obstacle avoidance. But I'm going to be flying over the water, so obviously there's no obstacles over the water. So let's take a run down here and see what's happening here. And let's start our video recording up again here.
Start recording.
Give you people like a good little low light test here again. We're, we don't have HDR on or anything. This is a standard 4K 30 video, so she's flying down there perfectly. Horizon looks good now. I've got my sticks dialed in. They kept my stick settings in. They're still kind of a little bit smooth the way I like them. I see a surfer out there, off the pier there to the right there. You could probably spot him. Kind of try not to fly over him there, of course. And I didn't see anybody on the fishing pier right now, but so I'll go over that. Didn't see anybody standing out there. I could have zoomed in too, So anyhow, we are moving along here. We're at, let's see, we're doing almost 24 miles per hour. So the drone is flying like perfectly. So we are going to, let's see, stop that, turn back here towards the land. Do a yaw here, and maybe we'll use our new zoom to zoom in on that surfer dude there. Let's go to our. I gotta put zoom on one of the functions, but I wasn't smart enough to do it before I came out here. I see it changed my aperture back down. Didn't keep it on 4. It changed everything back to auto on me, I think. Of course, I can't change anything like that now because I'm filming. Will I be able to change the zoom while I'm filming? Let's see here. Okay, I can change zoom while I'm filming. So, there we can see the surfer better. Let's go 3x on him. Look like he's getting. Here comes a wave. Let's hit the 4x. Here comes a wave. There he goes. He didn't catch it. Kind of a dud of a wave. Let's go 5x on him. 6x. 7x. 8x. And here it comes. Wait for it. Oh, here it goes. He's going to get one. He's got it. He's standing up. That was not that good of a wave. Let's go 16 on him. There we go. We're zoomed in all the way at the new 16x zoom. And it looks kind of blurry, but hey, it is what it is. It's great to have. And again, the top zoom on the Mavic 3 kind of looks just the same here. So there we go. Okay, so let's go back to a more reasonable 2x zoom here, and let's bring this puppy home. We got I think 10 minutes to fly here, but it's going to be beeping us, pretty soon here. So we're gonna haul what home here, so we can beat this counter here. Yeah, so a pretty successful test. There wasn't, a whole lot of stuff, but it was good stuff they did here. So, it's all good, really. I mean, it's already a good bird. So, okay, I'm almost back there. I can see myself standing. Okay, let's see if we can zoom in on me a little bit here. Okay, see I'm standing on top of that dune there by the bench. 3x, 4x, 5x. Then you can see me real good. Let me go to the 6x, and I'll wait for the camera. Hey, folks, down here.
Low battery.
Oh, we got low battery here. Let's see. What's it want to do?
The aircraft is coming home.
It's coming home. She's coming home. Let's get off that crazy zoom, because it looks like we're already home and we're not home. Come on, the low battery. We got like six minutes. but we're only 300 feet away, so not going to be too much pack. See what happened is she's going all the way up to the 390, 99, 400, going to 400 feet coming home. So I wonder if you can't control this at all. The gimbal. See on the Mavic 3, now she would use the intelligent return to home and not get and not do all that going up real high for nothing. So okay, so we're up real high now, and I think a couple other interface things changed here that a couple things in the interface look a little bit different to me than before, but
The aircraft is landing.
Aircraft is landing, so it's way up there now. We're at 350 feet. So we're not gonna let it do a precision landing because I kind of took off in a spot here on the street here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cancel that puppy now, or I'm gonna kind of take over here. All right, so that kind of ends this test here. So we're going to end this video right here.